Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are actually going to be going to the bookstore. I am in the area of a used bookstore. I think it might even be the closest one to me. So I want to run in there. I've got my daughter with me and see what they have, see what I can find, and see if this is a good little bookstore. Maybe we'll want to visit this another time too. The only problem is that I actually don't have my purse with me. I don't have my purse, which means I don't have any cash. I don't have my debit card. I don't have my credit card. I have none of that, but I do have my card information and I have Apple Pay. So if they can take one or both of those, we might still be in luck. So we will see if we can get in there, if we can get some books, or maybe it's just gonna be a browsing day. Maybe we're just gonna walk around and look at books instead of buying anything. But let's go ahead and get into the bookstore and see what we can find. Okay, so it was a pretty good haul. It only cost $21 and something, just under $22, something like that. And I bought a whole trilogy, and my daughter bought all kinds of books. All of her books were 50 cents each, and then mine were half off the cover price. So for her, she got all of these little I Can Read Spider-Man books. I think they might have even charged like this as one book, if I'm not mistaken. And then we also have Phineas and Ferb comic book, a My Trip to the Hospital book, a bunch of little Minnie Mouse books. Like it's a set of Minnie Mouse books. And so each of these I think was 50 cents. And then Incredibles 2, and yes, that was all of it. So she got all of those books, and I think all of these, they rung it up as 8 books. So $4 for all of those. And then the remainder of those, of that 22, or just under 22, was I bought the Shadow and Bone trilogy. So they had books 1, books 2, and book 3. And these, they hadn't even set out on the shelf yet. They had them on the back table, so they don't have price stickers or anything. But she said it was just half off the cover price. So about between $5 and $6 a piece. That's a pretty good find. So now we are gonna head back home, and then I've got some book stuff I need to do at the house, as well as some other stuff going on over the next couple of days. So let's go ahead and head home and do that. Everybody, it is actually a few days later, and yesterday when I was in Walmart I picked up the newest Abby Jimenez book. This one's called The Night We Met, and I'm very intrigued by this book. Oh my gosh, it just got really bright out here all of a sudden. I'm really intrigued by this because there's kind of a love triangle happening, which I don't feel like we've really gotten. Triangle? What's a love triangle? I'll tell you about it when you're older, okay? Yeah. Not something that I feel like we typically see from her, and I feel like the dynamic is very different between our male main character and our female main character, because she is in a relationship with his best friend. So that's different, but I feel like this is one of the first times this year I'm super excited to pick up a book. Even though I have enjoyed my reading so far this year, I haven't just been feeling the draw to pick up a book, and I've had a hard time kind of physically reading. But with this one, I've kind of jumped into it and just really been enjoying myself. I started it last night just before bed, and right now I am 55 pages into it. So not super far, but I haven't wanted to put it down. I've had to a couple of times, but I'm enjoying my time. Our male main character was mentioned in Abby's book that she put out last year. Oh, thank you, babe. I needed those. It's a pleasure. Thank you. started to get really sunny all of a sudden. But Xavier was our male main character in her book that she put out last year, which was Say You'll Remember Me. And then this is his friend, which his name is Chris, and he's a pharmacist. So if you remember him being mentioned in the last book, that is our male main character here. And again, it is another one of their friends who is currently dating our female main character. So, and her name is Larissa. So we've got that love triangle happening here, and I'm very interested to see how and where this is going. I feel like I'm picking up little crumbs, but I could be wrong on where this is going. Let's see. I'm gonna keep reading, and I thought I would let you guys know what I think. So it is now another day, and I am on page 157, and one of the reasons I just absolutely love Abby Jimenez's writing, and I love this story so far, is our male main character, our female main character is kind of feeling some distance growing between them, and it talks about how he did a cannonball into the water, but by the time it got to us, the ripples were almost gone. But it was still enough to push me just slightly further away. So very wonderful symbolism, and that picture that it gives us is amazing. I mean, that's a wonderful metaphor. There are some sick people in my house right now. My daughter is sick. Hopefully I do not get sick, or at least that we can, you know, avoid being sick for at least a few days, because I've got some stuff I have to get done. Like I have doctor's appointments and things I need to do. So it would be great if I could still make it to those appointments without getting sick. But honestly, I could see myself reading all of this today if we still just have a chill day since we're home sick. So I'm on chapter 19, and I will give you guys another update when I have one. Page 303, so chapter 41. I mean, obviously we know everything that has happened so far. I mean, you don't because you haven't read the book, but I do, and I'm like, but the way that it was just worded here, what is it that people call it? There's a term that I've heard people use, and I can't remember what it's called, but the like moment where kind of like feelings are admitted and all that. My heart. And the fact that I have read 150 pages of this book today, what? I mean, there's only like 60 or 70 more pages to go. I'm finishing this book today. I can't do anything but finish this book. Oh my gosh. Okay, everybody, so I finished reading The Night We Met last night, and you guys, it was really good. I think I've mentioned before that I didn't love the book that Abby put out last year, which was Say You'll Remember Me, and that's the first one in this new kind of series that she's putting out. Well, this book, The Night We Met, is the second book in the series, and I loved it. Dare I say a 6-star book, because it was so good. I feel like it's very different from the stuff that she's done before. It's not a super traditional romance story, but at the same time it is. And you're watching a friendship blossom and feelings develop, and you're really rooting for them, but you're also understanding the hardships that they're facing. So it was really, really good. I absolutely love it. I gave it a 5-star, and like I said, on my personal scale, when a book becomes like a favorite, I give it a 6-star, and I'm really leaning towards giving it that 6-star rating. That was so good. Even just the writing and the storytelling felt kind of next level compared to the one that came before it. It felt very realistic, and I do think that that was the case. That's the case for all of her books. I think that they are romance stories that feel very realistic, and they, you know, face hardships, face life, and this one definitely, I think, fit well into that dynamic. But that is where I'm going to leave this video off. I thank you guys so much for watching this video and for coming along with me as I've done a couple little things. I love doing little reading vlogs thrown in with other bookish activities. So running to the bookstore, of course, is something I love doing, and then getting to enjoy a book and read a book and tell you guys about it is so great. And also, that is one of the first physical books this year that I have blown through and that I have really felt excited for, especially when it comes to new releases. I haven't been all that excited about new releases, but for this one, I was excited, I loved it, and I'm so glad that it was up to, like, it held up to my expectations. I am still an Abby Jimenez fan. She is definitely still one of my top favorite authors. But again, I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye!